Margaret. We are live. Hello, Margaret. How are you?
Hey.
Good to see you. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing so well. It's the most gorgeous day here. I was
Nice.
just showing Emmett our pool, which it's been we've had trouble with the chemistry. It's been kind of murky, but it is beautiful today now. So
Wow.
when I get done with this, I'm going for a swim.
I wish I could be with you.
Yes, me too. Me too.
You have such a nice background.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, really nice. I really love it.
Yes, the that this painting is from a local artist here in Hawaii, and
Mhm.
she has a lot of things in her picture. And in fact, you see on the lampshade, she has a monstera. You have monstera behind you in your
Ah,
vase,
yes, yes, yes,
and
yes, yes.
I have monstera growing live in my yard. Only they're much bigger.
Yeah. Wow, this is really nice.
Thank you.
Thank
Welcome to
you.
my Holly.
Yes, I like it. So, what are we going to talk about today, Margaret?
Well, so I listened in for a part of your interview with John.
Yeah.
So interesting. And I was thinking, well, what you could really help me with, I think, is that this conversation when you get into these national conversations about something, the media takes over and they sort of start structuring the conversation in certain ways, and people are guided to thinking a certain way. And
Yeah.
when it comes to the issue of the damage that is caused by the self isolation rather than the virus, people just go cuckoo. They go
Yeah.
cuckoo because
Yeah.
they do not understand really what the issue is and what is coming. And um,
Yeah.
so I wonder if you could talk about that a little bit.
I can give you the principle. I think the principle is more important because if you really understand the principle, you can handle anything. Anything that you. What's the difference between a user and an engineer? Engineer understand the principles, so they can control the end result. Users do not. They are actually puppets of the engineer. Yes. So
Yes.
if we understand the principle, we will become the engineer over what's happening. And if not, any
Ah,
media, any vision that says anything, and you are just a puppet. So what's the principle? The first principle to know that's the definition of the word fear is a state of imperception. You don't perceive, you don't see.
yes.
Fear is an effort not to perceive. So in that case, it's
Oh,
mean that what you afraid of probably do not exist. Because if you cannot see it, it's probably do not exist. So when someone
mm,
try to make you afraid, basically they're always making you afraid of something that do not exist. Always,
wow.
always, always,
Really?
no exception. You really have to know that this is the first thing you need to know. So you need to see that if someone making you afraid, if it's your husband, if it's the media, if it is your wife is an exception, but but anyone other than your wife, anyone that try to makes you afraid, you need to know they try to control you and they are lying to you. If someone tried to make you afraid, he's trying to lie to you. Because even if there is something to be afraid of, if I'm a good leader, I will not make you afraid. I will minimize the fear and build the hope.
Wow, yes.
You understand? A good leader
Yeah.
minimize the fear and build the hope. Because
Yeah.
the truth is, there is nothing ever to be afraid of unless you are afraid. Do you understand? If you're
Yes.
afraid, there's a lot to be afraid of because afraid means I don't look and things will hurt me. But if I'm not afraid, I will look and I will win and I will handle it. And if I will not handle it and I'm going to die, at least I'll die trying, not as a useless person that's afraid. So the only way that to win anything is to look at the danger in the eyes and to say, I'm not afraid, I'm going to handle you. And usually the danger is not as dangerous as it seems. That's what usually happens. The only most wars get lost, not by who is stronger, but by who is more afraid. That's why psychological warfare is one of the most important thing in war. That's why animals look frightening, because psychological warfare is more important than the force.
That's interesting.
Psychological warfare, you could see that weak people that make themselves look big can win strong people. So you need to understand, if someone tries to make you afraid, he is lying to you. Move. Don't listen. Don't listen. When someone tries to make you afraid, it's the time to start looking, and you need to know, okay, he's trying to make you afraid. There's something that you don't see. Your husband tried to make you afraid. Open your eyes. He's cheating you. He's lying to you. He's stealing from you. He's doing something not right. Open your eyes. 100%. Always. No exception. Someone that tried to control you, to make you afraid and control you and tell you that you are useless and lying to you, cheating you, stealing from you. And if you want to be smart, you will know it, regardless of what he says. That's the story. And if you want to be useless and then cry for 70 years about, oh, look what's happened to me and look what's happened to me, be afraid. It's totally your own choice. So when we look at the coronavirus, the media try to make you afraid. And by the way, it's really important for me so you know, in 99% of the cases, the problem is not the government. 99.9% of the cases, the problem is not the government, because the government is a set of people, they've been elected, and where do they actually get the information from? They worry about what the media say, because the media affect the opinion of the people, and the opinion of the people is what's important for them, because after all, they want to serve the people. Really, politicians, with all the nonsense and all the lies and everything, overall, they want to serve the people, yes? That's why the media is so important for them. That's why the opinion of the people is so important for them. So the problem is not the politician. Politician, what you need to do as a member of any group is help the leader as much as you can. Once a leader has been been elected, help him. That's all. Then within 3-4 years, go and vote and whatever. The problem is whoever distributes the information. Is the information distributed with the purpose of giving you as much hope as possible? Or is the information distributed with the purpose of robbing from you life, which means giving you no hope? That's it.
Yes.
That's the principle. If you understand that, you will know what to look at and what not to look at. And if the media is bad to you, simply don't look. Don't look. You don't need to do anything illegal. Just simply, as a group, get organized and get your friend not to watch the media and get their friend not to watch the media. And we are not watching that until you don't start giving us hope. We want hope, not bad news.
Yes.
We want hope. We want hope. We want hope. I think the Me Too movement was a good movement in the way that it gives hope to women that they will not be overwhelmed by strong or people, men in a high position. Yes, that's why it was good. Yes, the same thing. We need to create this thing. We want hope. We don't want fear. We want hope. No more fear. We want hope. No more fear. We don't tolerate fear mongers. We don't tolerate fear mongers. That should be the message. We don't want to hear fear anymore. We had it enough. We know that it's a lie. Next, can you give me hope? If you don't give me hope, you're not part of the solution. You're part of the problem. So I don't want you in my team. If you don't give me hope, yeah.
So where
Go for
does
it.
the hope come from? Where?
The hope is any communication that comes to me, I need to get hope. What do I mean? When someone give me data and he give me the complete data, I will have hope because the complete data put you in charge. The complete data keep you in charge. If you have a problem with your credit card, it's because you didn't look at the credit card. But once you get the complete data about your credit card, you will be in charge, you will improve. If you have a problem with your tax authority, with the IRS, the problem is you didn't look at the bills and blah, 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 what you owe for a long time, and you've been afraid for a long time, and you have no hope.
Yeah.
Once you start to look at that, there is some hope. Bad situation, but there is hope. There is a way out. If you look, if you go and look what's actually happening with your business or with your relationship or with your health, once you start to actually look, you can do something about it. But if you're afraid and not willing to look, by the time that you will look, it will be too late and you will die. You need to look. You need to gain the ability to look. You need to say, we want hope. And hope means give me the data. I will do the correct decision. People are intelligent. People are smart. But they can be smart only with the correct data. I can take the best computer in the universe with garbage in, will be garbage out.
Where can you get the correct data?
By observation. So first of all, you need to demand it. So what does it mean? You need to demand it. When someone tries to make you afraid, you know he doesn't give you the correct data. When someone tries to make you afraid, when someone tells you, Bill Gates want to do this and this, it might be true. Yes, it might be that Bill Gates is the worst person in the universe. I don't know him. I don't know. But because it's trying to make me afraid, it doesn't help me. You understand? But if you come and tell me, look, this is the virus that they want to do, and this specific changes it will make to the body, and that's why and now I look at the data, not emotional, not he's a bad person, he's that, maybe he's part of this group, maybe, but it doesn't help me to solve the problem. What will help me to solve the problem? Show me the facts. I look at the facts, and when I look at the facts, they need to add up. And as long as there's not something that do not make sense, I look at the fact. If you have all the facts, you will have a solution. If you don't have the solution, either you don't have all the facts or the facts are not true. Because all the facts will always give you the solution. If you have all the facts about AIDS, the AIDS problem will be gone. If it's not gone, it's either you don't have all the facts or the facts are incorrect. You have some wrong measurement or someone is messing up with the facts. So when someone gives you all the facts, it's actually putting you at the position of cause. You can do something about it. So you need to look at the data and you need to take information only from people that can show you how you can do something about it and not how I can make you into a puppet of me. You need to be a friend of mine. You're afraid of me. You need to listen to this media, and whatever I'll tell you, you will do because you are my puppet, because you're afraid. No, that's useless.
I really like this. So that was a very quotable thing you said, that when you have the correct data, it will lead you to the correct solution.
100%.
That's actually an amazing statement.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. If you look at something, if a guy, the simplest thing, you got to sell to a person and you cannot close him, you still don't know what they actually think. If you will know actually what he thinks, if you actually know what he thinks, you'll be able to come up with a solution.
And we don't know what he thinks because we don't listen. We're so busy trying to tell them who we are and how great we are that we don't listen to the person and what they want. And
the principle is, if you don't have a solution, you're dealing with lies. The full data will result in a solution. So if you don't have a solution, either you don't have all the data or the data contain lies. So you need to go backward and say, okay, what's true, what's false, what's true, what's false. How do you find it? You find things that do not add up. You find things that just doesn't make sense. Things that make you an effect, not cause. Anything that makes you an effect, not cause, it's probably a lie.
So what do you think is going to happen with this? Where are we going?
What we got?
Where are we going with all of this?
It's really depend on what the people will do. If the people will start to change their mind and say, look, no more fear. No more fear. We want hope. No more fear. At the price, we're willing to die, but we want hope. People have to change. People have to understand that your freedom is more important than your health. People will have to understand that your friends are those people that give you good news, not bad news. You need to understand that you need to support those people that see good, not those people that see only bad. It is totally okay to see bad if you come up with a suggested solution. And a private jail is not a solution. And even if it was a solution, then show me how the whole economy survived. Then show me what's going on. And if you cannot give me that, your solution is not good, so I'm not going to do it. And when I'm saying I'm not going to do it, I will do only what's legal. I'm not going to do it. It's not, even if I have to do it, I will do it because it's legal, but I will not going to agree with that. And if enough people will say, we want hope, we want hope, just we want hope, we want hope. If enough people would do that, if everyone that listening, if everyone that going around every day, we would demand, we want hope, we don't want fear. We want hope. We don't want fear. If that will be the mantra, if people would say it again and again and again, this small thing will change the future of the whole planet. We want hope. We don't want fear. That small thing that looks small, but I'm telling you, it will change the planet. We want hope. We don't want fear. Is the message that will change the planet. We just need to take it out. We want hope, we don't want fear. We want hope, we don't want fear. That's it. It's not complicated. It's not nothing. I just want hope. Whatever you do, whatever you communicate to me, communicate good. Bad, I have enough. I don't need you to give me more. So you want to be my friend, you want me to listen to you, be part of the solution. You want to tell me something bad? Tell me something bad, not a problem, but come up with the solution. And the solution cannot be something that will make me even worse. You cannot tell me, well, the solution is stay at home, you're quarantined, you're going to close your businesses, you cannot go to the gym, you cannot cut your hair. Many people will die from depression, more people will die from going bankrupt. Major company of hundreds of years will go bankrupt. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we trying to do? It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's not going to solve anything. It's not going to solve anything. Oh, we're waiting for a vaccine. Vaccine will not stop the problem. Vaccine did not stop flu. It's not the handling. It's not the handling. And I cannot wait for a year or 2 or 3 for a vaccine, or not wait and just take a vaccine that was not fully tested. Because in any case, vaccine is not necessarily the best thing that happened to mankind. But let's say that I'm agreeing, I'll take the vaccine, but at least I want to know that it has been tested for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, not 20 minutes and okay, fine, take the vaccine because we have a coronavirus. No, it's nonsense. It's insane. It is act that politicians take based on the fear that's been installed by the media. The media need to be responsible. We need to demand responsible media. Responsible media is a media that brings hope, not fear. Responsible media is a media that brings hope, not fear. So if there is something that is really bad and it doesn't help everyone, don't put it out. What for? What for? What for? Give me a solution. And especially when we know that most of the time this bad news never becomes so bad. You know, when 9/11 happened, I remember I was in Clearwater, Florida, and I remember the media saying at least 20,000 people die. At least 20,000 people die. When at the end, when everything shut down, they quietly said we're 3,400 people, and no one said that they said 20,000 people. Why?
Yeah.
What for? There is a disaster. The towers fell down. In the towers, there was at that time X amount of people. We don't know how many people die. The situation doesn't look good, but everyone is working to make it better. And the only thing that you
Yeah.
can do to make it better is to put at least your thought of a good solution, not as a bad solution. Because when you say 20,000 people die, everyone postulating, putting a thought, deciding, let's
Right.
kill 20,000 people. But if we say, well, we hope, we basically almost pray, yes, that it will be less people die. I don't know if it will 100% help, but it will help more than if we will say all 20,000 people die.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So the viewpoint has to change. Enough with the fear. Enough. We don't
And
need it. There's enough fear in any case. You don't need to amplify it.
and through your classes that you're doing, through your webinars, that's exactly what you're trying to do. And it's just helped so much.
Yeah.
Especially like on the banner below, it talks about the Yoga Sutras, the secret of the
Yes.
Yoga Sutras class. It's been amazing. And that,
Yeah.
talk about hope from so many different viewpoints. Can
Yeah.
you talk a little bit about how that is doing that?
Yes. So basically, I'm delivering a weekly class. It's a free class, and the basic idea is like that. I think that instinctively everyone knows that yoga is a good thing. Everyone knows that yoga is a good thing, but many people tried yoga, and while it's nice, it doesn't bring wow change. It's helping. It's good for the body when you do the
Right.
pose. It's really helping you, and it makes you stronger. But spiritually, it doesn't deliver on the promise. I didn't see any yogis that actually walk on air. I didn't see yogis that bend spoons. I didn't see what yoga used to be or what yoga promised, like the really powerful spiritual abilities. I didn't see them, but even not that, I see yogis that says that they are yogis, but they're fighting with their wife, or they don't have food to eat, or they have bad relationship with their friends. So something do not add up. Yes. So if you really know life, you cannot be such an effect of life. Yes. So I have a friend, and that friend is a yoga teacher, and she's very special and powerful and smart. And her name is Ray Indigo, and she decided that she wants to find the truth about yoga. And she looked, and she went to a lot of different teachers, and she paid a lot of money for private lessons and so on and so on. And she came to the conclusion they don't know. They just didn't know. So I'm not going to continue teaching yoga because I don't want to damage my clients. That was her conclusion about 8 months ago. And I don't know actually how. Yeah, I don't know actually how.
Now, I hope the sound works. I just had to take out
Yeah.
my earbuds.
Yeah,
Yes.
no problem. It works. It works.
Good.
So I don't know exactly how she found me. I need to ask her. She told me, but I don't recall. So she found me somehow, I think through YouTube or something. I don't know how she found me. So she found me, she called me, and I said, okay, no problem. You want to work with me? It's cost $40,000 per day. You pay, I deliver. Simple. And she paid, and I delivered. In the first lesson, she told me that she got more knowledge and more result than what she got in 20 years of doing yoga. One lesson. And she said that openly. It's not just I'm saying that she will tell you that. I think that you heard her saying that, yes. So and then she came to me one day and she said, look, I want to teach about the Yoga Sutras, and I've tried to teach them in the past, and I didn't see such there was a result, but I didn't see the wow results. Can you have a look at that? And I looked at them and I said, no one can understand them, and I don't know what you are teaching, but no one can understand them. You can guess what it is, but from what's written, you cannot understand them. And she said, you know what? You are right. And I said, good. So you want to find out? She said, yes. I said, good. So I'll figure out a way how to recall what was the original Yoga Sutras. What do I mean? If I'm going to tell you what they are, how do you know that it's true? But if there's 200 people in the class and every single one of them find the same Yoga Sutras by himself, not by me telling him, it means that probably it's true. Yes?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I developed a method to find those sutras and to figure out what is the actual truth there. And that's what I'm going to teach.
I am so excited about that because my husband and I have actually taken yoga probably going on 5 years, at least 5 years. And we have found it beneficial. We like going together, and it keeps our joints oiled up and our bodies moving. It's just a good thing. We spend quality time together. But you're right. It hasn't, it's like maintenance.
Yeah.
It's not growth, it's maintenance. It helps.
Yeah.
And it's maintenance not on the spiritual side, but just on the physical side.
On the body. Yeah.
Really not a spiritual part to it that has impressed me at all.
Yeah, it's deteriorated to more physical thing, and the spiritual thing is something that has been done randomly, and you will see that people do silence retreats, and they will do all kind of things that will help them. But they go back home, and I look at their life, and same.
Yeah.
I don't see the improved relationship. I don't see the improved this. I actually see a deterioration. I have a friend in Toronto, and she's doing yoga, and she became yogi, and she's done all of those retreats and and she's now divorced, and she has less money than what she had before, and she had problem with her business, but she's a yogi.
Oh.
So something do not add up. You understand? It's something do not add up. And I'm not saying that it's always happening to everyone, but I said for sure, for everyone, it doesn't take you to where you're supposed to be. It doesn't bring you to use your full potential or even part of your potential. That's what I sure.
That brings up something else that I'd like you to address. When we go into the spiritual realm, there is this concept in Western society anyway, that only the truly religious need to be poor. They need to shun worldly possessions. They need to not to accumulate money, and not to be successful business wise. That's kind of a sin somehow. And
it's called justification.
Yeah.
When someone fell when someone fell for a long time and he doesn't know how to do something, he would say, I don't need it. The truth is that if you are really spiritual, you don't accumulate money. Money comes to you. You know, like the really spiritual people don't try to accumulate money. Money just comes to them. People come and want to give them money. You know, the people in the old times in the temple in Jerusalem, they didn't need to make money. People gave them money. They gave them gold. They gave them food. They gave them everything, because when you are spiritual, you are a magnet for things. When you are good, you are a magnet for good things. And if you don't understand the actual real reasons, you will develop weird ideas that you don't need anything. Yes, I agree. If you're spiritual, you don't need. But the fact that you don't need do not mean I don't have.
Yes.
Don't need is okay, but I have. I don't need $10 million, but I have it. I need one maybe. But if I have $10 million right now in the bank, it's not a problem.
Yes, I like that.
You understand? So that's the... Okay, Margaret, it was like always beautiful to talk to you. I love talking to you, and I love looking at you, and I love you. And you know that. And you're special and amazing, And the fact that you are from Hawaii makes you even more, because there's something special about people from Hawaii. I don't know exactly how to call it, but every single person that I met from Hawaii, no fail, up to now, I met quite a few. Always there is this something special about them, something different, something that you want to kiss them. And yes, so you are very, very special. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Thank you for taking the time to do
Yeah,
this.
thank you.
Aloha.
Aloha to you. Thank you for everyone that joined us. Thank you. I see that we've got Marcel and Eva and Monica and Shaked. Wow. And Dolly, hi. And Konstantinos. Hello, Konstantinos. That's such a nice name. I think it's from, where are you from? Greece or something? Konstantinos. Sound to me like a Greece. And Ahmed, hi. Good to see you. And all the people on Instagram, thank you. Please follow me on Instagram, Meir Ezra Official, and join the free webinar on Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. South Africa time, 10 p.m. Israel time. You simply go to www.meirezra.com/yoga, sign, click, and I promise you, your life will change from one side to another. I'll move the furnitures in your head, and you will thank me for it. It's free, totally free, not easy. Free, not easy. Come only if you are willing to go through the free but not easy. Free, not easy, super effective. That's all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.